We have one more today. I was telling Marcy just a little bit about this one before we got started. And I actually found these guys on TikTok. I saw a TikTok ad for their business and I showed it to my 11-year-old son, who you guys have known if you've been on these streams for the last couple weeks, is obsessed with baseball. And I was showing it to him. I'm like, this is so cool. He was a minor league baseball player trying to make it, right? Like trying to get to the big leagues. And his career was starting to come to an end. He was then playing independent ball. And he's like, what am I going to do? And so he started thinking about business ideas. Like, what can I do? What kind of business can I start to maybe have a next chapter in my life? And I want to stay in sports. And I'm a big health fan and I want to keep athletes safe. But he was also thinking every day in the minor leagues, when you're playing minor league baseball, you don't get like, you're not going to the Ritz-Carlton, right? Like you're staying in, little motels and hotels, usually in small cities, and they don't have the best showers. You're not getting the best soap. And athletes are so optimized. If you know anything about like professional athletes, right? They have the best food, they have chefs, they personal training, like everything is a 10 out of 10. But we don't think about what we put on our body, meaning the soap that we put on our body and how many chemicals are in the soap that you can get at the big box shops. And so he wanted to develop a soap just for athletes to go through the challenges that athletes have, because a lot of sweat, which causes a lot of acne on the face. A lot of athletes now, you see they're like my son, like wears eye black, right? Like the black eye makeup essentially that they put on their face. And they're getting it off usually with like their girlfriend's makeup remover was something that we talked about when I talked to the founder, is they would use like their girlfriend's makeup remover to take the eye black off. And like, what macho guy after his football game, baseball game wants to say, hey babe, can I borrow your makeup remover? And so he wanted to create something that was for athletes. And that's where this company, Ballboyz Soap, was born. And I talked to the founder and it's just a really, really cool business. Something that I love is people who create products that solve problems for a specific group. And he created soap for athletes, which is really cool. Made in the USA, which is super cool and super important. All natural ingredients, a very small ingredient list on here. And it is something that now my son uses every single day, like absolutely loves this company, loves what they stand for. And, they have some really cool stuff. They have like an activated charcoal soap, which helps you to get the eye black off. They just created these face scrubs that you see on the screen, the lemonade face scrub for athletes to get rid of the acne from the sweat that you get from like wearing helmets. Like you don't think like when you're wearing your baseball helmet, right? Like you're just throwing it back in your baseball bag. You're not disinfecting it and cleaning it. And like, think of all those sweaty summer tournaments and games, putting it back on your head and all this, the bad things that end up getting on your face and then with your body as well. So really cool product. Everyone that we've talked to about this, like athletes absolutely love this product. It is super cool. And so I'm going to turn it over to Marcy just for a second to talk about this. While I want to make sure I pull it up, show you guys some of the cool photos and things that they are doing, but really, really cool products. And I love that it's made by athletes for athletes to help them with a problem they have.
Well, yeah, my son played football for a while and his friends all played extensively. And going through those teenage years when if they are playing football, they've got those chin straps. And when your hormones are changing and you're starting to get acne and you're putting those chin straps on in the dead of heat in the summer and you're sweating, they can just get the worst acne possible on their chins. So I can imagine that is a really great use for that soap. And I do love the branding once again. That's so brilliant. And the lemonade face scrub. I want to smell that actually. So yeah, I love it. But and again, I love it as a stocking stuffer for teenage boys. So many of the Grommet gifts are helping me in that area. I've said it so many times. I really struggle with finding clever, fun gifts that teenage boys will actually enjoy. And this is one of those that I think anyone would love.
Yeah, I love, you're seeing the page that's on the Grommet. The video that's playing is a really cool kind of founder story video talking about being on the road, signing to a new baseball team with a friend that's on the team and how they came up with this idea. And they're showing you literally like they're in between games, like they're playing on a Thursday night and then they got a game on Friday and they're in the locker room, they're packing the bars of soap and sending them out. And it's such an incredible story. And I'm a big fan of supporting, again, we're all about the maker, right? We started with Bonnie from the Neg at the beginning of this all the way down now here to Carson Matthews and Ballboyz. these are real people solving real problems, creating really cool products. And I'm just glad that we have a platform like the Grommet to showcase this stuff and get you out there. You can see right here, he's about to eat it because it's all natural ingredients. And so we interviewed him. My son and I actually interviewed him for my son's YouTube channel. And my son asked like, hey, can you actually eat it? And he goes, well, I'm going to answer that question two ways. So first, I'm not a doctor or an attorney, so I'm not telling anyone to eat it. But technically you can because of how natural the ingredients are. There's nothing harmful in the ingredients. So technically you could. And so, yeah, smells good, smells great. They have the lemonade flavor. They had like a cool breeze flavor. Like just, again, I'm excited about this because, you know, I got kids who play sports, really, really cool products, and just love what they are doing. Let me get that QR code back on the screen. Again, you get 20% off when you use that QR code. Take a picture of it, head on over to Grommet. You go to the page that I was just showing you, hit that upvote button, get 20% off, $12. As Marcy said, perfect stocking stuffer, great for the kids and, you know, teenagers, kids playing sports, baseball, football, soccer, any of those. But really, really cool gift there.